Hey guys, this is Austin reporting live from CES 2012 with some of the new Blue microphone products. So Jonathan, you want to go ahead and take it away?
Absolutely. So this year we're showing off 3 new products, all of which are kind of taking a step in a different direction from what we've normally done. What we're doing now is we're integrating a lot of digital signal processing into our consumer products. For instance, we have our new USB mic called the Tiki. So the Tiki is designed for communication. It's the first mic that we're kind of designing for something other than home recording. There's over 1 billion Skype user accounts and hundreds of millions of other iChat and GoToMeeting accounts, and we wanted to kind of fill that need of missing quality audio for that type of situation. Now, one of the biggest problems when you're on a Skype conference call is somebody starts typing, and that basically eliminates the possibility of anybody else on that call hearing what's going on. Plus, there's dogs barking, toilets flushing, babies crying in the background. We wanted to be able to just be able to focus on the talker's voice and not anything else. So inside of here, there's a very, very powerful DSP chip in here. It's going to let it act like an intelligent sensor. So as you're moving around the microphone, it's actually going to follow your voice and eliminate all the noise coming from the sides and the back. So there's 2 capsules in here, one going that way, one going that way. But that doesn't mean it's an omnidirectional or figure 8 mic. The polar pattern is actually adaptable. So it's a very impressive mic. What it's doing is incredible. And this mic is only going to be $59 retail, and it's going to be out in about mid-April. So the second cool product that we have is our new Spark Digital. So anybody that's been following Blue for the last couple of years has probably seen us come out with Spark. It's one of our best-selling studio microphones. Spark has this little button on the back called the focus control. When you push this in, it's actually going to increase the voltage to the capsule, gives you a more in-your-face focused sound. When you release it, you get a flatter, smoother sound. So what we did is we took all the analog components that we love about this mic and put them into here, into this chassis. And this is basically a digital version of the Spark microphone. Now, instead of being XLR out, the bottom of this guy has a mini HDMI, and it's going to come with 2 cables, one of which is going to be able to plug into your iOS devices like your iPad. The other cable will allow you to plug in USB into your computer. So unlike most USB mics that are going to use like smaller condenser capsules and draw a little bit less power, those mics are designed specifically for, USB production. This mic right here was originally designed as a studio mic, and by the physics of the size and the shape of the capsule, it's actually going to give you a little bit warmer, richer sound than you get out of a typical USB mic. So, last but not least, we have our Mikey Digital. Oh, excuse me, sir. So, if you know Blue, for the past 3 years, we've been showing off versions 1 and version 2 of the Mikey, which is a stereo mic that goes in your iPod or iPhone and turns it into a field recorder. When Apple came out with the iPhone 4, they changed the connector, the 30-pin connector, to only accept digital audio, so kind of went back to the drawing board and reworked how we're doing the electronics inside of this microphone. So Mikey Digital is going to be able to be compatible with your iPad, your iPhone 4 and above, and your later versions of your iPod Touches. One thing that we had upgraded on this also is on the previous version of the Mikey, there was a stereo line input. Now this stereo line input will also be able to switch impedance to be able to take in the jack from a guitar. So you can plug a guitar directly into here and it's going to sound amazing. So, which is great because now the iPads have GarageBand and all these crazy new guitar effects apps. So I've even heard of people showing up at their shows and just plugging a guitar directly into their iPhone and using a distortion or a guitar amplifying simulator. So there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with just that. But on top of it, you're still getting award-winning sound out of your Blue microphones. Inside of here, another change we did, it still has this little switch on the back that you'll see on Mikey version 1 and 2 for your gains. But here we have a high gain, a low gain, but the middle setting is auto gain. So we're using a very strong DSP chip in here to allow you to do that auto gain. It's actually going to be taking about 100 times more samples a second than what's out on the market right now for auto gain. So it's a very intelligent auto gain system. So that way you can just set the gain and forget it. So if something gets really loud or really quiet, it's not going to take a few seconds for the microphone to get back to a normal listening level. So this is a really cool mic. It's going to be out mid-April. It's going to be $99 retail. The Spark Digital will be $199 retail about the same time. If you want any more information on these mics, you can go to bluemic.com. That's BLUEMIC.com and check out some more stuff.